Hey folks, I'm Vincent. Today we're going to play Song of the Deep by Insomniac Game. It is a pretty charming underwater metroidvania in which we're going to play as a young girl which is building a submarine to go and search for her father which has been lost to the sea. So as a metroidvania we are going to advance through a huge map and we'll need to unlock ability to unlock different parts of the map and so on. It is a game which is having a pretty amazing art style and the narration is very good as well. So let's just begin a new game and let's try to follow the story a bit. Let's go with that. And here we go. I'm going to shut up a bit for the story to unfold.
Merrin loved the sea. She loved the sound of the waves calling to her through her window. She dreamt every night of the mysteries that lay beneath. Her father was a fisherman. Each day he went out to sea, and each night Merrin waited at the rocky cliff edge, holding up a candle to guide him safely home. The two of them were poor. Their roof was leaky, and they sometimes went hungry. But as long as they had each other, Merrin knew they would be okay. At night, her father sang her songs about his great adventures. He sang of giant leviathan serpents, haunted caves, and a lost city of gold beneath the sea. Merrin knew the stories weren't real, but she loved to listen to them. She drifted off to sleep, imagining the wonders of the world below. And her life continued that way, simply and happily, until one night, her father didn't return. Merrin held up her candle at the cliff's edge all through the night, staring out at the empty sea. She shivered in the cold wind as she watched for him all the next day. Her eyes welled with tears as night fell again and there was still no sign of her father. At last, she collapsed into sleep. In her dreams, she saw him, trapped deep beneath the sea, calling to her for help. She awoke with a jolt. A desperate and dangerous plan was already forming in her head. She took scraps of metal and wood her father had caught in his nets and pieced them together. She hammered and bolted, she measured and sawed. And before the sun had set, she had built a tiny, rickety submarine. With trembling hands, she squeezed inside and dove down beneath the waves to search for her father.
Alright, here is our little submarine. As I was saying, the narration is very good. It just feels like a good old tale. And at first it's going to be very simple to command this little thing. We can move it around like this, and basically that's all we've got. A little character on the bottom left with a health bar and an energy bar, which are not going to be of any use for now, except for maybe the health bit. And we'll need to just explore a bit until we find more abilities, which is going to be pretty quick.
Glow kelp bulbs lit up around her as she passed by.
As I was saying, as it is a metroidvania, there is plenty of areas which are going to be locked for you at the beginning, and you will need to come back with new abilities to open these. And look at these little effects. These are beautiful. All the things just leading as you progress. We're going to go around just to check if there is nothing left behind these rocks. I don't think so, but let's check nonetheless. So we've got these little coins.
Odd-looking old coins. Maybe her father would know where they were from.
And these coins are very important. You don't want to miss any, because this is the money of the game, so you will use these to upgrade your ship, your submarine. And it is very important because it's going to give you an edge against the unspeakable monster you are going to meet deep underwater. Okay, let's just follow. We are being... Oh no, don't do that. Ah, come on, I've been missing a coin. It's a mistake. And you see there is a little area to put your hook at some point, and you will need to use this to come back. For now I cannot do much because I don't have the right engine and I don't have the hook, of course. But as we advance, we are going to be able to do more and more things. And let's just go around.
flickered and danced on the sea floor like an underwater fire.
So what we can see down there is a save point. It's
The father
very,
once
very easy
told
to
her about a
use,
mysterious,
and it's
moving
also
energy called time. Could that
giving-
have been a time wellspring?
it's also giving you back your health points, so it's quite useful. Let's just go around. I'm always gazing a bit at the background because it's very, very pretty, and this is going to be our first little puzzle, and it's very, very simple. We just need to avoid the flow, and I could have gone a bit faster there. Let's not worry too much, and let's just keep going. Let's just keep going slowly so we don't go back to the beginning of this little
A
puzzle.
seahorse made of clockwork gears darted out of the way as Merrin approached. She wondered who could have built such a curious creature.
And here we go, let's go upstairs. There is a few things we need to grab. I think we can get this pearl, which is going to give you 5, it's the equivalent of 5 coins, so it's quite good. Let's see, I need to be careful about the flow here because it's going to blow me away, and it is timed out, so we can just pass the 3 at the same time. And it's always good to check on some walls because there is often things which are hidden behind these. Oh no, don't do that. Come on. Much better. Oh no, not better. Not. Okay, anyway, we're going to go back. I've got a few things to do on the east part of this cave. And here we go. Let's just go a bit further and we'll be good. So let's just follow this little seahorse and grab all the coins we can. I need to slow down, as a matter of fact, if I want to grab them all, because I've been missing one earlier and I'm still thinking about it. So we've got our first ability here, the magnetic claw, and it is going to be one of the most useful because it's going to allow you
Glowing scrap of metal
to interact
molded
with the world.
inside. It was claw-shaped and had a strong magnetic pull. She took out her tools and attached it to a firing mechanism on her steering column.
Alright, so we can do that. And even more. And there is something which is just hidden behind this little head, but I cannot access it yet, so we'll need to come back when we've got the right tools for the job. Let's just go quickly here. And we can break this thing as well, and we can fight with it. And more important, we can grab stuff like this, sea urchin. We can use this to fight our way through our enemies, and it's quite efficient. So let's just see.
Spotted
You can
shock nettles ahead of her. She had to be cautious, as the hostile creatures would attack her on sight.
So there is 2 ways to deal with things you are going to pick up. You can just press no direction and just drop them, and it's going to fall like that. But you can also grab them and choose the direction and press the button, and it's going to be thrown away, and it's going to be quite deadly. So let's just take a look at these guys here. And 2 in 1 little attack, good. I'm going to take it back. Would be pretty surprised if it was only 2, but as it is the beginning, it could be very possible, because the game tends to teach you slowly the mechanics, so you can have enough time to understand what's happening. Let's just grab this little door. It should be the right place. I don't really have the mean to go. Let's just try to use the claw to damage these guys. I need to be careful because I don't have the claw I'm used to. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to use it to destroy this guy because it is obviously a bomb, and I think it's going to be too far, which is a shame. And even if you fail a bit at being efficient at killing these guys, it's not a big deal because, as you can see, your health points are just coming back when you are done with the fighting. If you stay away long enough of an enemy, you will be able to recover them and go back to the fight. And I don't think they do recover anything, so it will give you an edge. Let's just grab this little bomb here. We're going to open this door, and you need to be careful because these bombs tend to explode. These are time bombs, so if you don't want to if you don't want to explode, you might want to throw them away before they do, and it's going to be time to recover a bit of life with the save point. It's quite generous in the way they are going to dispose this save point. There is quite a bit.
A sleeping guard too well from her father's stories.
And
It must never be woken.
this is going to be our first boss. It's going to test our ability to use throwing mechanics, and I'm just going to drop that. There is something around here to grab, a few coins, which are going to be quite useful. And there is also, I think, something which is just hidden over there. What do we have here? Yes, we've got this thing here. Don't really know what I'm going to use this for, and I will need to check somewhere, but I'm just going to use it for the boss for now, and we'll see later for more. So let's just throw this in his head. Oh, I missed him, but I'm going to use this bomb to kill him quickly, because he just needs 3 hits and he will be done.
According to her father, the Guardians had been built by ancient undersea explorers called the Fomori. Merrin always thought the Fomori were a myth. Now she wondered if her father's other stories might be true.
So this boss was quite easy, but it is barely the tutorial. Things are going to get a bit more complicated, and as the game is pretty open, you can end up in an area you are not supposed to be and get killed pretty quickly. So let's just keep going and try to follow the right path. And please just look at these, this art style, it's just so pretty. Everything in there is just so pretty.
The
So
old statue reminded her of her father's lullabies about the brave and beautiful Meros.
So once again, a basic mechanic of the game, you need to bring the head on these little statue here, and it's going to open plenty of doors as you advance. And this head can also be used as a very, very sturdy projectile if you want to shoot them at enemies on the way when you bring them to the statue. It's very, very efficient. And let's see, where do we go? We are going to fight probably, because they are just telling us about the claw which can make damage to enemies. But I'm not willing to fight them first. I'm going to take one of these sea urchin, and I will just use them to dispose of them if I can. I think they are going to come to me at some point. Okay, maybe it's going to be not necessary. I'm going to go and grab this head, and they might come to me. Here they come. Let's just destroy one. Go for the second one. Oh, come on, I've been taking it. Need to be more careful. And these guys, they can be a bit dangerous, but they are, in my opinion, less dangerous than the little jellyfish here, which tend to be very fast. These big green beasts are going to throw little needles in 4 directions, but it's very, very easy to see where they are going to shoot, and they are quite slow. Let's grab one of these. I think I'm going to need that. Maybe not that. I need to grab one of these for the next phase. So let's just... No, not this one. This one. Here we go. There is a little icon which is going to indicate where you are going to throw your grappling hook, your claw. So it's going to tell you very precisely what you are going to pick. I was just not being very careful with it.
Cartography paper. Her father had taught her that those who make maps are never lost. A huge hermit crab watched Merrin from a rocky ledge. On his back, he carried a vast array of odd-looking treasures.
So this guy is going to be the trader of the game. He's going to tell you to give you the basic upgrades,
like shiny objects.
but for a price.
Willing to make a trade.
Of course, yes. And it's going to enable us to improve the claw, improve our basic abilities, like gathering stuff from afar or other things. It's also going to allow us to improve our propulsion and other stuff, but we'll see that a bit later. Meanwhile, I might want to show you the map, and let's just see. So we began on the top east part of this map, and as you can see, it's quite big. It's going to take a bit of time to explore the whole map, and it's always written very clearly where I need to go. You can get lost, but you will always know where your objective is, and of course where you are, so it's quite handy. So let's just go back, and I need to go, I think, that way. Is there something of interest here? Not yet. We'll come back. I love these little things here, which are just hiding. Oh, forgot about that. Here we go. Let's keep going. I've got things to recover. And we might want to be careful because I think there is a bit of flow over there, and I might want to go recover a few more coins. Do I have enough? I think I do. I could buy an upgrade. I'm going to do so because it's important to be up to date when you want to fight your enemies in this game. Oh, my mistake. It's very easy to save as well. So let's go and grab the concussive claw, which is going to increase damage, and it's going to be quite handy. Then I will take the extension to be able to shoot from further. It's excessively useful. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go back down there. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do much, but I still need to check again. So we cannot do that yet. I don't have the right tool, but I'm going to take the coin nonetheless. And let's advance. We'll need our next ability to go through this little area. So let's just push forward. There is going to be a few enemies this way. They might not be happy to see me. So let's just try. Oh, come on, I missed it. Thanks to my new claw, I'm going to make much more damage. You don't want to touch them. They are quite dangerous if you get too close, and as I don't have the boost yet, I'm not able to dash too much, so it's making things a bit more difficult. Let's see, what do we have here? I need to look for the head of this statue, and I've got a little urchin here, which I'm going to give to an inhabitant of this place, this little clam over there, and she's going to reward me for this little. Come on, I'm going to throw it away and I will just follow then. Here we go. So you can try many different things. There is plenty of things which are laying around, but only one object is going to give you the reward for these. Do we have I did not check, but do we have something behind? Nope. Let's just come back. I thought for a sec. It's very easy to miss stuff which are hidden into the background. And it's very important to explore a bit if you want to be able to improve the efficiency of your submersible, of your submarine. So you need to use a different cover here to. Oh, come on! I was a bit too slow, obviously. And here we go. Here. So at first the submarine is quite. I'm just going to wait a bit more. It's quite slow and not really easy to use, but we're going to very soon have. Oh, come on, don't do that. There we go. Let's just wait a bit more. So as I was saying, we're going to get much efficient ways to move around. There we go. I'm just going to throw it away because I'm pretty sure it's going to reach the statue. So what do I have here? I'm pretty sure there is, yes, obviously a few enemies which are going to try to kill me. And is there more? Not so much. I know at some point there is a point where I might want to go through the background to get some hidden coin, but maybe not yet. And let's see, more enemies. Yes, here they are. A few more coins, and I can see there is a few which are hidden here. It's not the one I was looking for, but still. And I might want to bring something to my little friend, and I don't remember what. Let's just go back. And where is Ed? Did I miss my shot? Probably. So we'll need to find it back. It's over there. It's because of the bouncing, I think. It was a bit too bouncy to reach the place. There we go. And let's see what we can get here. A few more coins. And here it is, a boost. So the boost is going to help us quite a bit. You cannot use it all the time, it's going to overheat.
Lay an undamaged propulsion device. Merrin bolted it onto the back of her submarine, eager to test out its effects on her lightweight craft.
So, oh come on, let's just get away from these guys. Now I've got a boost, it's going to be much easier. I need to really dispose of the jellyfish first. They are much more dangerous. I'm liking the reach. I'll need to do something about this. Alright, I'm trying to be too fast and it's dangerous. Let's see, can I take care of this little jellyfish? I can do them with just one shot now, so it's a bit easier. And let's bring that to my little friend down there. But as you can see, there is a little red glow at the back, so if you are empty you cannot advance more. I cannot go through this place because I've got a little shell with me and it's a bit heavy, so I cannot go past the flow, which is on the lowest pass. Come on, don't do that. Crap. Let's just do it again then. Wait a sec and go. Okay, let's just be careful. It's going to be the best way to deal with that. And here we go. So the clam is just over there, and I think this is the proper meal for her. Is it not? No, it's not. I'm going to... Nah. Which one was it? I don't remember. So maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the... Is there a green one somewhere around? I believe it's probably this case. Anyway, let's just go back. It is the same here. It's not what I'm looking for. I will come back at some point. Let's just use my ability to boost to get out of here. And how much coin do I have? 48. It's not that much. I need at least 150, so I will come back later. Still, I've got something to do here. I need to grab this little head over there. And we'll need to use the boost and just throw it away. It's going to go into the flow and reach the little statue. I'm going to try also to grab this little coin here, so I can continue my travel without lacking any coin. And
all around her. She knew this place from her father's songs. These were the lost ruins of the Merrows.
And once again, we're going to discover a new environment here, and it's very, very pretty. We've got plenty of things to break here, and there is even a few things to use as throwable items and also as other things. So let's just go around. I cannot go past these jellyfish.
Although the creatures could be deadly to the touch, they were very shy and even avoided each other's light.
So we need to grab my new ability to manage to go through these little things, and we are going to encounter our first cannon. We're going to find some around here. Here it is, and this little shell is going to protect me a bit. If you just take a look. Oh, come on, I missed it, but I should be able to avoid the shots with this. Still, I can also just boost my way out and advance. And there is something which is hidden there. I'm going to retrieve it with... let's see. It is over there. Let's grab this thing. Boost a bit towards the place. Boost a bit more, please. There we go, because it's going to explode soon. And I don't want to be in the way. Here we are. Let's grab the pearl. And let's advance towards our next ability, which is not far. It's just over there. Nah, okay. Missed it. And let's see, it should be that way. We just need to avoid a few of these jellyfish and we'll be able to reach the right spot. And we'll need to avoid this thing as well. We probably don't want to be crushed by these. Seems to be quite deadly. These are not working. You don't need to worry about it. And here are the searchlight. And here it is. So these things are going to push the jellyfish away and allow you to go through very, very easily. You just need to be careful not to go too fast, because these jellyfish are not moving that fast. So if you just burst through it, So I was saying it's not going to work well if you just burst through it. Let's just check if there is nothing here. And there is, obviously. Okay. There is even more of these jellyfish. Oh, and I've got this thing. I've been dealing with this little fish down there. So a few more coins. And let's keep going. I don't know if there is anything to do with that, but there is a little... I cannot see it much, but I'm going to try to retrieve something here. Here we go, I got something. No, I don't. I've been throwing it away. Let's just try again. And I got one of these things. I don't know if it's useful to just throw them into this little area here, but maybe. We'll see. If we come back here at some point. Maybe it will be still there, or maybe it won't. Okay, let's just try to pursue the mermaid here. The mirror. It should not be far. As a matter of fact, it's not very far.
Tried to speak to her, but the marrow raced away.
There we go. She don't really bother with these. She's just going through, and we'll need to be a bit more careful though. Get away, please. I need to go through. Come on, just a bit. I'm in a hurry. Come on. There we go. And let's grab the coins here. And oh, we're being attacked, but luckily I was too close and they were too fragile. Alright, my ammunition here. Here we go. And do we have any more coins here? Yes, we do. Got these as well. These can be probably used as finches, but we've got also things over there. We've got little coins. Do we have more? I'm not sure. I think we are good with that. I'm going to try to bring, I think maybe these green things were what was required for this clam here. So let's just try to... Oh, come on, just don't be that guy. And get away, please. Here we go. Let's just try to use these and see if it's going to be the right food. Oh, come on. Just be a nice little clam and eat that. Nice. So we're getting a nice little fish, which is worth 50 coin, which is a very, very good amount. And now we should be able to get improved claw, which is so good. It's very, very efficient. It's just going to enable us to be much more safe. And did I forget something? Maybe not. Let's just advance. I'm going to grab this. And oh, there is something here, but I cannot reach it yet. At some point in the game we're going to be able to get out of our submarine and just swim toward little areas like these, but I cannot do it yet, so we'll need to wait a bit and come back. And here they come, and I should be more careful. These are pretty easy enemy to avoid, and they tend... Oh, what's going on?
The quilled pufferfish was not a direct threat, but it steadfastly refused to move out of the way.
Come on, I'm going to try something. And is it moving the thing? No, it's not. I won't pass through. And I cannot grab him, he's there. I will come back, little buddy. It's always worth trying, see if there is nothing hidden somewhere.
A glowing swirl in the water tugged at Merrin's sob. Was this a time vortex?
So these vortex
Where might it lead?
These are very important because these are basically TP, which are going to enable you to navigate through the map. So now there is one here, but I will find quite soon another one which is going to enable me to use it, because for now it's useless as I don't have any other one. I will need to try to find a merchant very, very soon, because I need to spend these coins. And let's see. Let's go back to the mermaid.
At last, the Merrow Maiden stopped. Merrin called to her. "Please wait. I'm only trying to find my father. The Merrow looked at her for a long moment, then stirred the water with her hands, forming a ghostly image. It was the sunken ship graveyard known as Skeleton Reef. Could her father be trapped there? The Merrow pointed the way to go, and Merrin thanked her. Before she turned to go, Merrin asked the Merrow her name. "Call me Cara," she said. "Another girl once called me that, years ago. She said it means friend."
Alright, let's continue. We need to grab this little thing, and we're going to be required to follow this little light here, which is going to bring us back to an area we've been visiting already, but it's not obligated, but it's important to do so because it's going to give you a few extra coins to enable you to upgrade your submarine. Let's just be careful not to get too much damaged, and let's try not to lose it on the way because it would be a shame. We're going to need to avoid this cannon as well, once again. And here we go, it's a little pursuit. It's quite pretty, and if you wait a bit, here we go, we've got a little jewel here, which is going to enable us to do so much. Let's just go back as she is. We'll just race this little thing back to the place we were. I might want to try to avoid colliding with these anymore. And I think there is a save point somewhere around. Not here, a bit more on the left. So if we die, we won't respawn too far. Here we go, it should be just over there. Yes, here we are. And we've got a little merchant which is going to enable us to buy the upgrade for the claw. So we are going to be able to buy the claw extension, and we won't be able to buy the booster turbine yet, but we'll go for it a bit later. So let's see, I cannot open this door yet, but I will need to find a little statue to do so. I'm going to go down there. I'm not sure it's necessary right now, but it's still probably worth it to do so. There is a chest which I can try to open, and it's going to give me a little bit of health. It's going to increase the amount of health I can actually use.
Picked up a fragment of a Fomori Sentinel's hull. She hammered it into the wall of her own submarine, making it more resistant to damage.
Okay. And we're going to be attacked because it would be not logical to have more life and not be attacked. There is quite a bit of fighting. And you can retrieve coins as well for these fights, so it's still interesting. It's going to... oh, I forgot that this fight can be extensively dangerous. Just need to be careful. Is there more? Because these can last a long time. Okay, we're alright for now. Come on, come with me. Here we go. And there is more. Let us not leave any of these. Once again, this is the part I will need to come back with ability to get out of my submarine here if I want to reach out. But let's just keep going. There is a few more things to grab. Always checking around just to be sure. And what do we have there? Here it is, the seahorse.
At a glass wall. Such a strange creature, Merrin thought. She wished she could understand what it wanted.
I don't have the right thing for this little clam. I will need to come back. And let's see, what else do we have to do here? I think we are not going to be able to do much. It's an area which is mostly close for us right now. We don't really have anything which is going to... oh, I did not remember if I checked over there. Nope, not. Nothing to grab. And let's just go back all the way up so we can continue our quest. And here we go. I'm pretty sure we don't have enough, even though we've been retrieving a few. Oh, we're lacking just one. So maybe I will need to come back soon. And let's just see. Let's just go through. Oh, come on. It's time limited, it's going to lock at some point.
To reach the lost graveyard of ships, Merrin would have to cross the foul and treacherous region known as Watcher's Hollow. This was a place her father had never sung about, for the tales of the Watcher were known only to those below.
So this area is a bit more gloomy. There is also a few other areas to explore which I cannot, but you are going to face enemies which are not as aggressive but still dangerous. So here these things are. We cannot shoot them, we cannot go through it unless we want to be damaged a bit, but we can just go around and avoid these, and we'll find another way to go around these things as we are going to advance through this area. Still going to be careful, there is another kind of enemy which is going to be a bit more aggressive here. I don't think I can go through this area, but I'm still going to check. No, there is not so much here, except for these little guys, which are not giving me anything for now, but come on buddies. Yes, you do have something for me, knew it. And I've got enough to go and buy the booster. Maybe I should just go back quickly, it's not really far. Let's just use my boost to make it even shorter, because it's going to be a huge help, and it's very, very close. Let's just try to grab it before we go. Okay, let's just keep going. And here's my buddy here. He's going to give me the boost to buy now, and we'll be able to boost a bit longer. So it's definitely very useful. Oh, come on, I just did not. Just grab it and go through. You can go through chains, but you cannot through the hooks. So you need to just try to aim a bit higher. And it's an area which is relatively quick to cross. If you just take a look at the map, we are going to close a bit more, and it is just a full-up of corridors and little area which are going to be very, very narrow, and we'll try to go through, and we're going to arrive in an area which is going to be much more open but also much more dangerous. Alright, let's see, I was aiming for this area, and we're going to find a few more enemies around soon. Here they are, and they've got quite huge arms. If you don't have the extension, it's going to be much more dangerous, because they tend to be quite efficient. These guys are friendly, you don't want to shoot them, but they are pretty cute. Alright, same here, there is another thing I cannot grab, and there is two of these guys, and thanks to our extension and the damage we are doing, it's not really an issue. And what do we have here? There we go. I should maybe try to go through. Seems to me there is something. Oh no, it's just the only one which is able to go through. So let's just keep following this guy. He's going to help us in a way. Come on, buddy. So these things, even though they are dangerous, they seems to be afraid of him.
Glowing cuttlepups swam through the dark caverns, heedless of their deadly surroundings. Maybe they were tougher than they looked. Even the stinging anemones seemed to avoid them.
Alright. Let's make a quick save here. Let's keep going. I'm going to take a little weapon here. Even though I'm not just going to be necessary. Yes, it is going to be necessary. I'm going to find plenty of little friends to play with here. And where are the other one? Here they are. I'm pretty sure there is more. Oh, I missed him. It was a mistake. Oh, they've been killing themselves very inefficiently. I cannot open this chest yet. I don't have the right resource. And I cannot go through this area either. So let's just follow these guys. Let's just hurry because I don't want to be stuck in there. I've got also a little thing I need to... Wait for me. Okay, just in time. I need to hurry because the door is going to... Ah, come on. The door was going to lock. Now it's completely locked. Let's just do it one more time. I'm probably going to wait for the next because I did not drag this thing enough and it was my doom. Alright, here we go. Let's just take enough time to drag the thing. And let's wait for the next buddy to come my way, then I will just release it and we'll go. There he is. Let's just follow. There is plenty of time to reach the place. Just need to accelerate a bit when you are ready. And let's see. Here's a guy. Don't think I've got enough to do anything. No, 37, I cannot do much. And if we take a look on the right, there is a few more things to grab. A few more coins. Still not enough, but it's worth taking. The save point, and we're going to arrive into the mall. Still, do we have anything else to grab here? Let's check one more time. I cannot pass, but it was almost there. It was a huge amount of coins. And here we're in the mall, and we are going to...
out into a great, open expanse of water. The howls of hungry leviathans echoed in the distance. This seemingly bottomless trench was known as the Maw.
And we're going to unlock the second TP point, which is going to make the first one useful. So we can TP in between the Mirror runs and the Mao. Quite handy. Let's just make a quick save. Alright, so I'm going to show you two things, because we've got two directions we can go to, and both are interesting. We need to aim for the top if we want to reach the point we need to go to reach the next step of the story, but I'm also going to show you an area which is not where we are supposed to go, and which is going to be much more dangerous. Did I save? I need to check. Yes, I think so, but let's just do it one more time, and let's just go through this area, which is going to be so much more dangerous. Let's just hurry toward... I'm going to grab this if I can. Here we go. And let's just go further. These things are dangerous because they are going to try to bring you back and slow you down, so you cannot go around as you wish. We're going to meet these big guys and jellyfish, which are going to be much more dangerous. So let's try to do the best we can, because plenty of enemies are going to come around here. Let's see, do we have... I usually go left, which is probably a better idea, but we're going to be in danger very soon, because these guys are going to do plenty of damage, and there is plenty of these guys. And I should not go there because it's not as interesting, as these jellyfish are just very close to the one we know already. Let's just hurry out of there, and let's just try to show you some other enemy which are going to be more interesting.
In the distance, Merrin spotted a tall, sleek tower. It looked somehow familiar, but she couldn't remember where she had seen it before.
Oh, come on. Get away from my hair. It's not who I am searching for. There is much more dangerous thing in these death. Here is the thing I was looking for. This thing is going to just one-shot me. It's very, very dangerous, as I was saying. So let's just...
She thought she had experienced her own death, but it had merely been the time showing her one of the many possible roads ahead.
So we don't want to go there. We're going to go back up there, and I'm going to show you the regular path. As I should. Let's just hurry. I'm just going to ignore these guys and head for the last save point. I'm going to recover my life point and ignore them. And let's just area up there. We've got plenty of hooks like this, which are going to be quite handy to prevent us from going too far. And we can even use these things to retrieve little coins. We can also use these to maybe go back toward where we come, but for now we're not going to do so. There is a chest over there I cannot access yet, and there is another area which I cannot access here, which we'll need to go back with a suit. And let's just try to use these little hooks to be able to take the coin. And we're going to fight a new kind of enemy. This guy is interesting, but he's not very dangerous. When it's going to be done... oh, let's just get out of there. These guys, I need to take care of them first. So you see, when he's going to be done with the bubble, he's going to lock his destination, and he will, at this point... come on, just... okay, he won't be willing to do that. So I need to make him aim the wall like that, and it's going to hurt itself, and if I was to avoid this, it would be much easier. So let's just do it again. And here he goes. Let's just get out of here. So we need to get out of his way when he's going to be out of bubbles. And oh, there is more. I should not stay close to the walls because this is very dangerous. Are we done? I think we are. Let's just keep going. Oh, maybe we are not completely done. And I might want to go a bit on the right, I think, because there is a little... where is it? Oh, yes, I need to be careful. There is two cannons over there. It's a really bad idea to stick around. Let's just advance a bit and see. We cannot go further here. Not yet, at least. But there is this thing we can interact with, and if we just push it further here, we're going to break it and grab this little pearl. And here there is a bit more things here. It's a combat, so we're going to fight a few enemies. I just try to kill them quickly and without taking too much damage. I should do that if I can. Alright, I'll just take care of this one. It was already hurt, and give them a bit of my claw. Do we have more? Yeah, there is a big guy. And let's just take care of the little one first. There he comes. I just need to hit him twice. The danger is more about these guys. Just there he goes, and he hits the rock, so he's going to be exhausted. And now it's done. The combat is ended, and we're going to check that little chest to retrieve a bit more health. Here we go.
Merrin found another fragment of a Fomori sentinel. Each new piece would help her further strengthen her own vessel.
Okay, let's hurry. I just want to show you a bit more in the next area, and I will just maybe not go much further because I don't want to spoil the scenario. Let's just push this ship a bit, and we're going to climb through this wall over there. We need to grab all these little things because there is quite a bit of a flow here, and we need to use our boosting ability plus the hook to go from onshore to onshore. Okay, maybe this one should be enough. There we go. And it's going to enable us to kind of climb. And I just try to do it differently. Okay, we'll need to wait a bit for my boost to be reloaded, and I'm going to aim higher and do that. So it's going to be easier to go through. Hopefully I've got an extended reach, because it would have been difficult without it. It's important to... oh, I need to not... oh, come on. Wait a sec. And... okay, good. Grab it again. And we'll need to wait for a sec. And go. Here we are. I don't think there is so much over there, so I'm going to keep going that way, and we are going to arrive at the boat we were looking for. And we've got a little save over there, skeleton reef.
Miles and miles of sunken ships. She had entered Skeleton Reef. How many ships lay here? Hundreds. Maybe thousands. The very thought gave her chills. But she knew that somewhere amidst the broken wrecks she would find her father's boat.
Okay, so for now we are safe. It's definitely not be the case for a while, because we're going to meet enemy which are going to be a bit more dangerous here. And here's these guys. These guys are ranged opponents. They are going to throw us these little things, which these little blue things. Come on. Here we are. These things are not going to be things we can block, so we need to avoid them. Okay, more of these jellyfish. These are annoying because they are quite fast to rush you, and it's easy to lose a bit of lives because of that. Okay, so just a few more. I don't want to leave any of these enemies here because I'm going to be required to move things around. There we go. Let's bring the head back. And do we have more enemies here? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Come on, wait for me. Is it going to be... No, it's not yet ready, but now it is. It's going to open the door. And we'll be able to continue through this. Break a few crates, grab a bit of coins, and advance. Okay, let's grab this and just pull as hard as we can, and just hurry because it's going to lock very, very soon. Okay, done. And here is a new mechanic. This one is interesting because it's a bit complicated to move around with it. So you need to grab it, and if you just grab it with the head like that, it's going to explode. So you don't want to do that. You want to grab it from that side, and we're going to just bring it with us very, very slowly. And be careful not to eat too much things, or we will just make it explode. You're not going to eat something it's supposed to break. It's going to do that. And we're going to use this again for other area, which are going to be a bit more complicated, because this one is quite easy, but sometimes it's a bit difficult to advance with these without missing the spot. Okay, let's just be careful. And you don't want to touch it either because it's going to be too dangerous. But if you just use enough boosting here like that, and not like that maybe, let's just do it again. Alright. We're going to be more careful this time. I don't want to be in between the mine and the object I want to make explode. It's a bad design. So let's just try to do it properly. Alright, let's bring it a bit closer. And here we go. Much more efficient. So we can get a bit more of these. And we need to bring the next one over there. So it's going to be a bit further. We'll need to be even more careful. Let's go back. Let's make a quick save just in case I will do something stupid. Who knows? And let's just bring it back. I'm pretty sure we can be faster, but I'm not going to attempt this. Let's just be careful when we are going to go through these areas, because if we just do that this way, it's going to follow, but at some point maybe it's not going to follow well. Here we go. And let's just bring it towards this door here. Here we are. And we're going to meet other things like this, which are going to explode as well. So we'll need to be careful not to touch these. We can break it, but it's going to most of the time do a bit of damage if we are too close. And we don't want to touch too many or we'll be done. Plus, these things are not, there is no friendly fire, so they are not going to explode in chain. So you need to be careful when you destroy these. And if you don't have the extension, it's not going to be possible. Okay. Just keep going that way. Usually I would just avoid them, but for once I'm managing to destroy these without dying, so I'm just going to enjoy that. Here we go. And even if I'm just close, it's going to be walking. So I really don't want to be as close as I was before. Let's grab this little fish here so we can maybe find a new upgrade soon. And here we go. Oh, come on, just don't go that far. Okay, let's just finish this fight, and I believe I won't go much further. So, not to spoil too much. It's a beautiful tale, I like it. Oh, come on. Do we have more enemies coming my way? Yes, we do. Oh, we've got a little guy over there, which is going to be willing to destroy us. Alright, let's just try to be efficient with these guys. I just need to be shot twice, so it's not that dangerous. But even though I'm taking a few hits, it's not such a big deal because I'm recovering plenty quite often. Oh, a bit too far. No, it's alright. And there is something over there. What could it be? Do we have anything of value here? Come on, buddies, give me the pearl. There we go, it's not a pearl, it's better. Oh, come on, what's happening? It's a cannon! Interesting. And we are back for this combat, so... Guys, I think I'm going to conclude the video here. I hope you like it. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And until next time, guys, have fun!